Wanted to thank you for viewing this video. Your doctor has prescribed an oxygen concentrator for you, something similar to this one. It was ordered by your doctor and should be followed by a doctor's advice. Today we're going to go over the operation of an oxygen concentrator. To start, you want to make sure to plug your oxygen concentrator into a wall outlet. You don't want to use any type of form of additional cords or extension cords. The concentrator, like this one, has an on-off switch located right here in front. When I depress the on and off switch, you'll hear an alarm when I turn it on. You'll also notice a green light that appears letting you know that power is on, and that the flow indicator right here tells you the liters per minute or the flow of oxygen that you're getting. This flow can be adjusted by using this knob by directing it up and down. Please make sure to use the flow that is directed by your doctor, not to exceed that at all. The flow rate of the concentrator lets us know how much oxygen is being delivered to you. It's important to know that here is where the oxygen is let out of the machine, or otherwise known as the oxygen nipple. This is where we'll be connecting our oxygen tubing at this time. The oxygen tubing can be of various lengths, so know that all tubing is going to be either shorter or longer than what I show you. Each tubing has a connection that is going to be the same to be able to adapt to the machine. When applying the tubing to the concentrator, we apply in a push and twist technique, or if I'm removing the oxygen tubing, I pull and twist to get the oxygen off. This tubing then will go to the same end of where we connect the cannula. If you notice, the two are very much interlockable to be able to push inside to make a good connection. This connection now allows the oxygen to go to the cannula. The cannula has a curved nose piece, and we want to make sure that that curve goes down into our nose, not up. Once a cannula goes into the nose, it's going to go over the ears and then will be adjusted with a bolo tie adjuster here. I will demonstrate how to put on a nasal cannula. When using oxygen, you have the ability to add a humidification system to the oxygen. It can be drying to the nose. If you wish to use a humidifier, you'll need to locate your humidification tubing. This is what's going to allow us to be able to go from the oxygen nipple to the humidifier chamber itself. As I put in the humidifier tubing, I'm just pushing and twisting in order to make sure that I have it in good proximity to my humidifier. A humidifier is going to be filled with water that is distilled or purified. It is not preferred to use tap water. When we fill the water, we're going to fill it to the line that says maximum, or approximately 3/4 full. One of the most important steps for humidification is when I apply the top, I want to make sure that it's not cross-threaded. This is a common problem when putting on a top, that the threads actually get out of alignment and the oxygen can leak out. So please make sure that you thread this appropriately and that it looks even all the way through. At this point, I have the ability with this concentrator to put the humidifier right where it's designed to be in the back, and then I'm going to go ahead and just thread on the humidifier tubing to the humidifier. Once I am able to get this, I make sure it's snug, but you can notice that the humidifier itself is bubbling. This will also happen, unfortunately, if there is a cross thread. One of the things we can do is put our fingers right over the top of this outlet for just a few seconds and release it, and you should hear a whoosh of air that comes out. The bubbling lets us know that the oxygen is going through the water at this time. This humidifier can last up to a few days, but does need to be replaced with water. If you find out that your humidifier has run out of water, don't be concerned. This is just a convenience item to let your nose rest a little bit from the dryness of oxygen. When you want to go ahead and refill it, what we would do is we go ahead and just take out the humidifier just like we put it in by unthreading it from the back. And then we would go ahead and add more water as needed at this time. Whether it be temporary or not, it is always important to call us to let us know of the problem that's going on. We're available for you 24 hours a day with our on-call staff.